Hi Internet, I'm Daniel. That's Matt. That's Jake. It's really late tonight, but we are going to do a Loser's Bowl and a Winner's Bowl.
And it's gonna be dope! So we got some high energy. Come on! Ready to go? Yeah. So why don't we go ahead and get started?
Start with the Loser's Bowl because that's what was closer to me. Ooh, I forgot this lost.
Which one you got, Doc?
Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
Oh, Enemy at the Gates.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Ooh.
Enemy at the Gates, in case you have forgotten since last time we brawled, because it was a while since we brought this movie up.
That's like the third episode.
It really was.
Went against the Little Rascals.
Very fondly.
Children go-karting for Russian snipers trying to win a war against Nazis.
Right. It's a 2001 movie. It's directed by Jean-Jacques Annaud. I don't think we even attempted to pronounce it last time, and I'm ashamed that I did now. It stars Jude Law and Ed Harris.
I do like me some Jude Law.
It is about Russia during World War II.
Jude Law is not in nearly enough stuff.
You're right. He hasn't been in a ton.
I feel like there was a period there where he was in a lot of stuff, though.
But not all of it was good, but he, at least to me, he is the voice of Lemony Snicket. Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Blog is a 2008 film, no matter what IMDb says, directed by Joss Whedon, and stars Neil Patrick Harris, Nathan Fillion, and Felicia Day. And it is the story of Dr. Horrible as he tries to not be so horrible.
Pretty straightforward. Are you ready to set brawl?
We'll start with the story.
You're right.
The story.
We'll do something new this time and start with the story.
Well, let me explain to you my thoughts. You got one story which is about, Russia propaganda, trying to get their hopes up with the news of a new hero to win this war against several Nazis. Which honestly isn't too bad of a story in itself. I just found it...
It's super dope. Like,
based on a
real life story.
Right. I feel like that gives it some merit because it is based on a real life story.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, usually when it's real life, that means it's interesting enough to make into a movie. It's something interesting that happens. Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, while good, I feel like has a weaker story.
I feel like these are two diametrically opposed movies because I know for a fact that Enemy at the Gates took a super long time to make. It was really hard. It was a brutal shoot. First-time director. There was a language barrier because the director was French and the actors were either American or British. None of them were Russian, which was weird. And so there were a lot of problems on set, and it's this huge, big-budgeted movie. It was trying to be Saving Private Ryan.
What did you say?
I said it took a long time.
Yeah, it did take a long time. Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Blog, on the other hand, is like, hey guys, make a movie.
And so 6 days.
Just shot it real quick. Like, that's the things that make me, like, super pumped, but also, like, really sad, because at what point am I going to be a good enough director or filmmaker that I can be like, hey guys, let's make a movie in 6 days, and it just turns into this wonderful nerd masterpiece.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Jake. I think this is that Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Blog lost the story category for this same reason against The Shining. It's because the story in Enemy at the Gates was just... There was a lot of work put into how it was going to be told.
Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Blog is a frame of a story. It's fun,
It's great,
but it's not fleshed out.
It really isn't.
So
I'm putting in my vote here for Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Blog 2. Please make the sequel.
let's do that.
I'm voting for Enemy at the Gates.
Also.
Yeah, I'll vote for Enemy at the Gates for this one too.
But
Now, hear me out. Characters, though.
I mean, the characters in Enemy at the Gates are pretty good if you like brown.
They're all white, Matt.
They're all wearing brown.
They are all wearing brown.
Yeah.
The color palette is brown.
See, now I was less intrigued by the characters in Enemy at the Gates. I didn't find any interest in them, but I'm biased towards war movies, especially when it's not an American war. But in Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, I thought the characters were really, really fun.
And that's where Joss Whedon as a filmmaker stands out, is that his characters are just fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're quirky, they're weird, they have great dialogue, they're just awkward in just the most entertaining way possible.
Right. And then, you've got the main bad guy is actually the protagonist.
Right.
And
He's not that bad of a guy.
Right. And you get to see his blog and like where he's coming from, and so you get an emotional view inside of what's going on there. And then you have the hero of the story who's actually a giant tool.
Get it, because he's Captain Hammer.
Yeah, Captain Hammer.
Comedy.
Right. But I like the characters in Dr. Horrible's sing-along.
Absolutely. It's so much more memorable, relatable, and just enjoyable to watch.
Just that one sequence where Neil Patrick Harris is like, alright, I'm gonna go take over the city town, and it like just cuts away. Or just like does a jump cut, and it's just him sitting there. He's got this huge bruise on his face. He goes, apparently among our viewers are the mayor and Captain Hammer. And so they knew that I was coming, and my freeze ray ironically needed time to warm up. So he threw a car at my head.
Now, to Enemy at the Gates' credit, Jude Law's character is very interesting, very resourceful.
So is
was just fun to watch.
What's his name? Joseph Fiennes?
Yeah, Joseph Fiennes.
Who's Ralph Fiennes' younger brother, by the way, in case you're wondering.
I mean, it was interesting.
Yeah, I just feel like they don't get as deep into the characters as they do like the whole narrative.
And to be honest, it's not that I don't remember most of the characters' names, it's that I can't pronounce most of the characters' names.
Exactly.
I think I'm going to vote for Dr. Horrible.
I think I will too.
Dr. Horrible.
Rewatchability.
Dr.
Horrible, yeah, absolutely. I watched Enemy at the Gates once. It's long.
We didn't even finish it.
It's hard to sit through. There's a reason it was in the Losers Bowl. Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, I feel like, would have had a chance against other movies regardless, but it's just so much more fun, and it's pretty short.
It really is.
And I love that it's actually a sing-along movie. The lyrics are at the bottom, and you can sing along to it. It's so fun.
It's one of the better ones. I vote Dr. Horrible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hardcore.
So Marriage in Genre.
That's a tough one.
It's a short episode. This is good.
This is good. This is fun. I think Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog has more merits in its genre of just Whedoniness. Because
has Enemy at the Gates done anything for the war epic genre?
like, even for war movies specifically about snipers, don't get me wrong, this is a dope movie. I actually really like Enemy at the Gates. I have seen it several times. It's super fun. At the times that it's like, oh yeah, sniper movie, right? Instead of, oh yeah, propaganda?
Politics?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they're both pretty low either way.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we have anything to judge either one based off of. Neither of them did anything.
But enough people know about Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog where I feel like not a lot of people have even heard of Enemy at the Gates. I didn't even know what Enemy at the Gates was until
I don't feel like
pulled
anybody knows
it
about
up.
Dr. Horrible's.
I watched Dr. Horrible in high school because we had those kind of friends.
Yeah.
I almost want to give this category just a straight up tie.
Which we've done in the past. We can do it
in
again.
the past.
Should we just do
You know
this
what?
on a tie?
Why not? What?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, I'm voting Dr. Horrible.
I will too.
I will not. I will give it a tie, but that still doesn't matter.
The last category, and emotional impact.
Okay, now stick with me here. Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Blog is emotionally devastating.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you think the sad war movie about the horrors of the Russian front of the World War II was a rough movie, you know, with all the kids dying and the awful everything that happens. But no, Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Blog is devastating.
The thing is it lulls you into a false sense of security. Like, this is fun, we're singing, it's hilarious, and then...
It does what it wants to do.
Yeah.
And
Which is destroy every fiber of your being.
And that's right. I mean, it's supposed to be fun until the end. It's like, let's screw the audience over. I think it's interesting, the reason Dr. Horrible has more emotional impact for us personally is because Enemy at the Gates is a war movie, and we can't relate to war or empathize as much for it. I mean, we can sympathize for it, sure.
For sure.
But we've never experienced it ourselves, whereas Dr. Horrible's is more empathetic in the way that we've experienced love and probably would understand what it would be like to be the one to murder someone you care about.
A very real possibility.
And like, it's just... sometimes life just doesn't work out. And it's just this... like, even though he got everything that he wanted, he lost everything that he needed.
Yeah, I feel like for the generic viewer, Dr. Horrible is more relatable.
And it doesn't even have to be that our love interest dies even. Like, we can still relate.
Just about how we screw up our lives with our bad decisions.
Exactly. It's a metaphor.
Anyway, I'm going to vote for Dr. Horrible.
I will also vote for Dr. Horrible's.
Dr. Horrible!
It wins either way. Well, guys.
It was close.
It was close, but yeah, Enemy at the Gates is never going to win anything.
Congratulations to Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Blog for redeeming itself.
Woo! Barely!
Enemy at the Gates, you can die.
I like Enemy at the Gates.
We know, you put it in the bowl.
I know.
Alright, well, come back next time for another exciting episode where instead of doing losers, we're going to do winners. And that's where the real excitement comes in.
Forget.